Welcome to Front and Center with Jacquie Jordan.
Hi, Jacquie Jordan. It's Jennifer Love Hewitt. Here's to all the people making an impact. Lots of love.
This is Front and Center with your host, Jacquie Jordan.
Entertainment and pop culture expert Jacquie Jordan is with us.
Two-time Emmy-nominated Hollywood producer Jacquie Jordan.
We are the show where we talk with the change agents, the storytellers, and the activators from behind the scenes, making impacts. And joining me is co-host Barbb, with show producer Stephanie Cobian,
Everyone has a friend or has a product that needs to go on Shark Tank.
Well, yeah, you say yes to everything until you hit a certain level.
Welcome to Front and Center. I'm Jacquie Jordan. This is the show where we meet the storytellers, change agents, and activators that are making impact. I'm joined with show producer Stephanie Cobian and reality television producer Phillip. Andrew, thank you so much for being here. We are going to meet the behind-the-scenes storytellers, change agents, and activators that affect and impact collective narratives. And I prefer the word activators over activists. On this episode, we meet powerhouse producer, editor, casting director Margo Romero, four-time Shark Tank Emmy-winning team member with a current team nomination for Outstanding Casting for a reality program for Mark Burnett Productions. And I will just say, my favorite Shark Tank product is the Squatty Potty, which sold $1 million in 24 hours. I will just say that on the season 6 debut. We're going to find out some of those really great stories about that. So, Phillip, Stephanie, do you have a favorite Shark Tank product?
There were these shoes they had like the first couple seasons, and they could put like designs on the shoes, and like you get like they were kind of Converse looking, and it was in Venice. I don't think they got a deal, but I thought they were cool, and I was like, I need to check you guys out. I haven't yet, but
I love the show. Like, I just love what it has done for entrepreneurs, and I think it's motivating too. You just see other people out there doing it.
That's what I like as a business owner.
Yeah,
as
totally.
a business owner, I think that's what I like about it too, is that you just see people really putting themselves out there, and we get so much. And, you know, the micro economy is the small businesses, small business owners.
so many. That's why there's been so many seasons.
Well, we're going to hear her stories from behind the scenes here on Front and Center. And what I was also looking for this particular show, or the actual show series, which was really important to me in establishing the voice for the show, was people making a difference in a huge way that aren't always recognized. And one of the projects that our upcoming guest, Margo Romero, is worked on and won an Emmy for, as well as the producer, editor, is the Empowerment Project, which is about extraordinary women doing extraordinary things. And even though this show series isn't going to be just about women, I love the concept of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And that's the whole idea behind being behind the scenes and now front and center. So, Phil, we've probably known each other for a long time now.
Yes, it's been we're getting close to a decade now.
And you're a behind the scenes person doing a lot right now, front and center.
Trying to do it. Yeah, no,
and
doing a lot of
making
things.
Impact.
And I think that there's such an like one of the great things is, growing up, I don't think you always notice, like, you see content, you see TV shows, and you just assume like, oh, these are the people you have no idea. Like, I remember being a little kid and seeing like the movie credits roll. You're like, who are all these people and what are they doing? And then moving out to California and being able to like dive into the industry, you see all of the, not just people doing a great job at their work, but then all of the passionate things that people have going outside of it. And it really is, it's being in the environment where you see other people chasing their dreams, and it's just so motivating to want to go out and create. And once you start to get certain skills and you learn certain things, it all builds. And then all of a sudden you're just like, oh yeah, I just want to work all the time because I love it and it's so much fun.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even feel like it's work. I feel like it's just like creating.
You're just living.
Yeah, you're just creating.
You're just living. Yeah.
Stephanie and I have had the privilege of working together for
a little over a decade now. a while.
It's been such a privilege. We've created a lot together. Yeah. And then you were an accidental bumpin'.
Yeah, I'm originally from Metro Detroit, as you know, and I moved out, and I was just that stereotypical kid. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to get a job in entertainment. I had never been west of Wisconsin before, and when I got to Los Angeles, I had that energy of like, if they can just see me, I don't know who they is, but if they could just see me and hear me, and if I can just get a resume in their hand, maybe I can get a job somewhere. And so I would just go door to door at production companies and hand out my resume, just trying to, break into the industry. And so I remember one day, getting to one of those little placards at like a corporate office that has the listing of all the companies, and I'm looking and I just see TVGuestpert. And I was like, well, I don't know what that is, but it has the letters T and V in it. So they must
That's something I would have done.
That's
something I would have done.
They must have done something in entertainment.
Very clever with that.
And it's so amazing. And I think this is one of those moments where you look at and you're like, you can only connect the dots looking backwards. And to now be, have such a great relationship with you, and to be, to working together and knowing that it all stemmed from, hey, look, I see the letters T and V, and I'm going to go find out what they do in there.
Do you remember the day he bounced in the office? He literally bounced in the office, yeah. And it's going to be perfect because
That office was fun.
Yeah, that was a really fun office. We had some good times. We had some good times there. And that's perfect because later on we have friend and a longtime colleague, Krista Parkinson. She's also one of those change agents that we're talking about here, making an impact, which she'll be on front and center. And I knew her from her super agent days with her big cape at William Morris. And, she started a company which I think is revolutionary and significant to this particular conversation, which is my grads get jobs. And
Well, I'm just curious if the, what you did 10, 11 years ago, going from door to door is something that would work now. I wonder if Krista,
Which she's going to say that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Go to the
Is
door.
it the same? I mean, I don't know where Netflix door. Knock, knock, knock.
But
Anybody
you
home?
literally have that Hollywood story where I
Yeah.
just showed up with my resume and said, here.
Well, a lot of people said no. There were I met a lot of security guards,
Exactly. Yeah.
Our executive producer, Scott, of this show, he has that also, same kind of energy. Like, let's just go to the door. And
Yeah.
if the security guard says, no, it's move on, knock somewhere else. And I just wanted to also say that you wrote the foreword to our book, The Ultimate On-Camera Guidebook, Hosts, Experts, and Influencers, with my co-author, Shannon O'Dowd. And I really appreciated that. So thank you so much. for
Well,
that.
no, and it was an absolute honor to be asked to write that, and it was it really did. I'm gonna get all sentimental. Like, it meant a lot to be asked to do that. So thank you so much, and to everyone that's watching, go buy the book. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. No, actually, go buy the book. Yeah, go buy the book.
So, Phil, on this particular show, you are going to be the one man. There's going to be 3 women. And there's, we get pitched as publishers all the time, different book concepts. And there's this gentleman named Ryan Merkel who wrote a book called The Quadrant. And he believes in that all the universe is built on 3 plus 1. So now that I've been aware of this, and you can find him on Facebook because he puts his whole theory out there, I keep looking for the relevancy of 3 and 1. And I keep finding the patterning, that numerical patterning of 3 and 1. So today you would be the one. I won't necessarily say the token white male at the table, but
I'm the plus one. I'm the plus one at this party.
You got it.